Today, I'm at Optima here in Calgary, starting in 1990. And to today, they have grown and continue to grow. I have Dwayne on camera with me today because one of the subjects, maybe the most important subject moving into the future, is how to understand our machine shops better. And although we want data immediately, and we want data probably even yesterday, we need it, and we're gonna get it, and it's coming. And that's where we sit here at Optima today, isn't it? Is we've invested in it. We have 34 machines running on it, but we're gonna spend years getting all of the data that we really want, and that's where we are, isn't it?
We jumped into it because our customers are asking, well, how much are your machines working? What's your downtime? What's your uptime? All this stuff. We're like, yeah, it's going to schedule. Parts are flowing out the end, but how much are we really doing? Got to find that out. We used to have a system like years and years back, but it would always say the machine is on when it was off or off when it was on. So it could be tricked. We went through a little phase of trying to figure out, well, what's out there now? Went through a couple of different ones, settled on Datanomix. They have a good idea of what a machine shop actually is, how it runs. Also, we have the nice pretty board that's up there, lots of flashy lights. It sells well. We sort of set it up as semi-little game with people so that they can see what you're doing. Have that little rivalry with a friend. You know, we all had that brother or friend or whatever we played hockey against when we were kids. They're the ones you always want to hit the most. This is kind of what we do, right? We have a lot of good people here, so it works well. What we're trying to do this year is figure out really what are the actionable inputs to go with the data that we get. Yeah, we're going to get a baseline of like machines down, machines up. We know how much is being used. We know how much is idle, all the rest of the stuff that everyone wants. But how do you actually affect that and make a change for that or use that to actually do anything reasonable? We want to make it useful. So that's kind of one of the things we're doing right now. It's part benchmarking capabilities, like how long a part will run on each op, and use it to tune our ERP system. Because right now it's like, yeah, we think it's going to take 5 minutes to do this op. Okay, but that might have been under certain circumstances. Guy fully committed to that machine. Sometimes we got a guy running 3 machines, depending on what he's doing. So it may fluctuate, and we want to see what numbers come out of this, so we can ideally do this post-mortem and figure out what's going on.
Dwayne, everything you said makes complete sense, and I know moving forward you have grand plans for what you can do with this, and the fact that the Datanomix is constantly evolving, I think, is a bonus. You started this off, I guarantee you there's 1,000 companies out there right now watching this video that are sitting on the fence going, do I invest in machine monitoring? And if I do, who do I go with? And you first started off with, we're doing this because the people we work with want more data from us. Yeah. For the people out there considering it, I guarantee you they want to get more work into their shops as well. Yeah. And if they can provide data, that's number one. Number two, to truly get your ERP going. I think a lot of folks out there have ERP and aren't fully utilizing that as well. Yeah. As we slide into other parts of conversation, we can talk about energy. We can talk about capital equipment, which machines are doing the best. Yeah. What do I best into the future? And you're working on all of these different aspects, not just the green light, red light, but all of this is what you're bringing in to make really strategic decisions moving into the future of Optima.
One of the side benefits we found is for green endeavors, various companies plus government are asking us to do, you need hard numbers. Most energy that we use is electricity, power the machines. When are they on, when are they off, when are they idle? Well, now we have those numbers, so that's a good thing. Other things are how often are the machines being used? Capital investment for the future. That's going to play a part in it, but which cells are increasing or waxing and waning, and how much they fluctuate. You can see all of this stuff. So we also want to try to get this into turbocharge our ERP system with allowing it to know better when how long the parts are in each op. What that will do is allow our ERP system to know, like, this takes 5 minutes or 7 minutes or 30 minutes. You ask a different guy, they'll say a different thing at a different time. We understand what goes on with the individual parts through Datanomix, and then we can start plugging that in, and it'll give us a better estimation of what the flow through the system is going to be, not just for that, but for all of the parts, because things will be more real. Right? We're taking a look at what can you do on individual parts. If you have a part that's complex and we make a lot of it, we want to see what we can do better. How can you drill down on that part, look at the individual ops and see? This is something that Datanomix will be able to do and help us in a way that other things weren't really going to lend itself to. So let's see if we want to take a detailed look. That's another thing we're going to try. Versus the general, is the machine on and off? What's going on with the actual part? We have somewhat 5,000 to 10,000 different parts, part numbers that we play around with. Some of them are quite regular. Some of them we might not make for 1 or 2 years. So for Datanomix to digest that, it's got to see it a couple of times. We also don't remember what happened 5 years ago on that part, but Datanomix will. If you're going to jump into a deep end of the pool, you might as well make sure it's at least lukewarm. We kind of like the lukewarmness of Datanomix and what it could bring to us.
Yeah, I would imagine a lot of your customers out there would love to hear, hey, this is going to be 3 days early, or I'm so sorry, it's going to be 3 days late, but actually knowing the information instead of just a guess. And you mentioned all that, and empowering I mean, there's so much evolved into what you've described as the benefits of what you're hoping for, but what you know is coming as well, and it's not just a guess. So that's what I love about these videos and spending time with Dwayne is we have an idea. We know the bonuses. Our clients, our customers, we want to make more money. We want to know more details. It's going to empower us more. These are the ideas, right? But coming back and then saying, did it all work out? And hopefully that answer is yes. Yeah. That's the idea, right? That's exactly what we need to do. I'm in Canada right now. I talk about U.S. manufacturing a lot. Canada's a part of the nearshoring, reshoring initiative. And I think it's important that we all work together in this and having data when we bring things back to know the facts and not just the, I think it was right. Yeah. As you started this off, I think that's right, you know. Yeah. That's where we start to win. That's where we start to succeed. Dwayne, thank you so much for your time, man. I really do appreciate it.
Hey, no problem. It's all good.